So welcome to Beijing. If you are just arriving, you will be coming right here to international arrivals. We're now at the brand new Daxing Airport in Beijing, and we are going to show you everything there is with this airport. As you can see here, we've got all our favourite brands before and after the security check. There's plenty to choose from, ones that you'll all be familiar with. We have things like McDonald's, Starbucks, we have Luckin Coffee, which is also very big in China. We did a video on that, which you should click the link to right there by the line. Plenty of others as well, which include things like Costa, April Gourmet, which is a very popular supermarket here in China. And then after the security check, when you've got through all of that, you've got plenty more brands here, lots of retail, loads of shopping, food and beverage, convenience, places to do your currency exchange. And do bear in mind that if you're coming to Daxing Airport, there is much more after the security check than actually there would be at Beijing Capital Airport, where your options are much more limited for food and drink. So, welcome to the international departures area of the huge Beijing Daxing Airport. Right now we are just before the security check. We've just come up to the 4th floor, which is the observatory deck, and we just wanted to show you right up here. We've got the huge China flag. The China flag actually denotes the centre point of the airport. So from the China flag downwards, you'll be at the very central spot of Beijing Daxing Airport. Okay, I've got my wallet, I've got my phone, I've got my laptop. I'm good to go to London.
What about your passport?
So we're still on international departures on floor 4. We wanted to show you a really cool feature here which Beijing have implemented. So we have a gold line here going all the way up to the wall here which says Beijing Zhongzhou. Now Beijing Zhongzhou means the Beijing Central Axis. Beijing as a city was built on one big axis, and what you can do here, there's a straight line, and in theory if you walked in that straight line for the distances that are shown, you would arrive at each of these points. So for example here, if we were to walk in a straight line 41.4 kilometers ahead, we would enter the Temple of Heaven. And for example on the next one we would go 43.3 kilometers and we'd get all the way to Tiananmen. And if we continue to go, there are plenty more famous spots which include Tiananmen Square, the Drum Tower, the Bell Tower, and we finish here 53.6 kilometers away at the Beijing National Stadium, which was the stadium built to host the 2008 Olympics. There's more information here on the central axis of Beijing, which is Beijing Zhongzhou Xian. So just down from the observatory deck on the 4th floor, we are now at the international departures section once again. And as you can see, if you turn around, there's a huge check-in area with all our designated areas from A all the way up to G, H and I. There's lots of brand new self-check-in areas, which means actually when you drop your baggage off, you don't need any contact with the person if you've already got your boarding pass. Of course, if you need your boarding pass, you'll need to speak to someone. It's all very quiet at the moment because it's new. It will get much busier in the future. In fact, by 2025, Beijing Daxing Airport will be the world's busiest airport. Okay, so here we are at the international arrival section of Beijing Daxing Airport, and this is where you will be arriving when you land at Beijing Daxing Airport. So welcome to Beijing. If you're coming to study Mandarin at LTR Mandarin School here in Beijing, then you will go through arrivals here, and your driver, if you booked a survival kit with us, will be waiting right here with a name card with your name on it. You'll then be taken straight to your accommodation really quickly and conveniently, no problem. If you didn't book a survival kit, or you're not studying with LTR Mandarin School and you're just travelling here, then you can get to your accommodation via a number of other methods, which include taxi, subway, metro, bus. You may even have a transfer booked. All the transport is based on this floor here. It's really easy to get to. Everything's signposted in English, so you should have no problems. So when you arrive, you'll be coming through this gate here. All the arrival times and flights are up there. We're waiting at international arrivals at Beijing Daxing Airport now. Campbell is due in from London Heathrow with British Airways any minute now. Can't wait to see you, Campbell.
A few moments later.
So Beijing Daxing Airport opened for the very first time on September the 25th, 2019, where they held the opening ceremony here, which was open for the public to visit. And on the 26th of September, one day later, the very first commercial flight flew from Beijing Daxing International Airport, which was a British Airways flight from Beijing Daxing to London Heathrow. The airport's three-letter code is PKX. So be careful when you're booking to Beijing now that you pick the right one. So PEK is the capital airport, which is Beijing Shoudu, Beijichang, and Beijing Daxing Airport is PKX. So just be sure when you're booking your flight, you know where you're going, because they are a long distance apart from each other. And depending on where your accommodation is based, your journey time will be very different. So just to give you an idea, we have the centre of Beijing. Roughly 50 kilometres south is here, Daxing Airport, so it's not really close to the centre of Beijing. And then the second airport, which is Capital Airport, is right in the northeast of Beijing, in a district called Shunyi, which is much further away than we are here, so the distance is a long time between them, so be careful, depending on where your accommodation is booked, with your transport accordingly. The new airport here in Beijing is actually the largest single structure terminal of any airport in the world right now. Roughly coming in at 1 million square metres, so it's absolutely huge, the airport here. And it's actually gained a nickname which is the Starfish, and that's because of its unique design, in which the centre point has 6 spokes, almost like on a bicycle, that come off the airport, which is all your different gates locations, which means that it will never take you longer than 8 minutes to walk to your gate from security, according to Beijing, which is fantastic, very quick and easy, no matter where you are, everything is easily signposted. And it was beautifully designed by a very famous late architect called Zaha Hadid. So in terms of distance, right now we're roughly 46 kilometres south of Tiananmen Square and 65 kilometres south of the other airport in Beijing, Capital Airport. The airport cost roughly 11.4 billion US dollars to make, so it certainly wasn't cheap. But it was first discussed back in 2008, around the time of the Beijing Olympics, and construction started in 2012 and finished in 2019. So actually, considering the size of the place here, it didn't take that long for them to build at all. Some airlines have already relocated away from Capital Airport here to Daxing Airport. Some of those airlines include BA, British Airways, who piloted the first flight here from this airport, LOT Airlines, which is Poland's international airline, Aeroflot, which is Russia's international airline, and a number of Chinese airlines such as China Southern and Eastern. There will be more that relocate from Capital Airport to Daxing, but right now there's fewer airlines here, which means actually it's much less busy now than what it will be in years to come. So the plan in the future for Beijing Daxing Airport is that there will be 7 runways entirely at the airport. Currently there are 4. There's also one terminal currently, but the future plan is that there will be another terminal towards the south. All this will mean that there should be about 880,000 flights running annually, which will allow 100 million passengers to travel through the airport. This will be in future the busiest airport in the world without any shadow of a doubt. When you've checked in and you've dropped your bags and you go through security, you'll be faced with a total of 82 departure gates. As we said, because of the very shrewd design, when you go through security, you'll be based pretty much right in the middle of the airport, and if you look directly above you, there will be a giant China flag to denote the centre of the airport. And from there, your walk will be no longer than 8 minutes to your security gate, depending on your direction. So there's 6 spokes, as we said earlier. So it's super smooth, super convenient, and very easy for anyone to get to their gate. Okay, so we just arrived in Beijing, and now we need to get to Beijing city centre. But how do we get there? Lucky for you, I know. Follow me, let's go. Okay, so now we need to get our ticket, so let me show you how. So when you come to Beijing Daxing metro station, you'll be faced with a very simple line here. We can actually change it to English, which we're going to do right now to make it a bit easier. So the Beijing Daxing Airport Express is 2 stops. You're probably going to want to go to the final stop here, which is the terminal stop called Cao Cao, which is on line 10. So we'll just select it. It's 35 yuan, which is pretty cheap. We can pay in cash, or we can actually even pay by scanning a code. So you just select your method, put your money in, and your ticket will be dispensed right here. Simple as that. Let's go. Okay, so we're through the gate. Let's go straight down to the airport this way. Down this way. Great timing, let's get up. And it's that simple, so it's a case of 5 minutes straight from arrivals, through the exit, and now we're on the metro all the way through to line 10, and then you take the transfer to wherever you need to go. Welcome to Beijing. We're now on the metro from Daxing Airport, and we want to go straight through to LTR Mandarin School. How do we do that? I'll show you how right now. So what we can do, we can use an app here. There's many apps where you can download for the Beijing Metro. So we select Daxing Airport, and we need to get off the Airport Express, which is at Cao Cao, which is in 2 stops time. That takes 37 minutes to get from the airport to Cao Cao. And then from there, we go from Cao Cao all the way through to Dawang Lu, which is actually a very easy journey. It's only 1 change. It takes roughly 37 minutes, and you'll go on line 10 on Cao Cao, and you'll take a number of stops there, and then you'll need to change at Guomao, which is the changeover for line 1. 1 stop on line 1, Guomao to Dawang Lu, and you're at LTR Mandarin School, which should take roughly an hour and 10-15 minutes directly from arriving to arriving at LTR Mandarin School.